Mega Man 2 is a title that not only redefined an era, but also set a gold standard for the action platform genre. Released by Capcom in 1988, this sequel built on its predecessor's framework but pumped up the action, creativity, and challenge, captivating players and critics alike. From its memorable soundtrack to its innovative level design and boss battles, Mega Man 2 is more than just a sequel. It's a phenomenon that left a lasting imprint on the gaming landscape. It escalated not only Mega Man's status as a beloved character, but also solidified Capcom's reputation as a powerhouse in the gaming industry. But why does Mega Man 2 hold such a revered place in video game history? What made this sequel not just a follow-up, but a revolution in its own right? Stick around as we unpack the pixels and dive into the mechanics, the myths, and the magic of Mega Man 2. When we talk about Mega Man 2, we're diving into a story of ambition, creativity, and a dash of rebellion. After the moderate success of the original Mega Man, Capcom was initially hesitant to allocate resources for a sequel. The first game was a tough sell, not quite the hit Capcom had hoped for. However, the development team, led by the determined Keiji Inafune, was not ready to drop the character or the concept. Inafune and his team pursued the sequel on their own time, a kind of passion project that they worked on after hours. They wanted to address the shortcomings of the first game and amplify everything that players had loved. This approach wasn't just about refining, it was about reimagining. The team expanded on the basic platformer formula, introducing more sophisticated levels, more dynamic boss mechanics, and a story that gave Mega Man a bigger stage to fight on. Mega Man 2 was also a testing ground for new technology. The development utilized Capcom's then new proprietary graphics tool, which allowed for more detailed and vibrant visuals. This was pivotal, not just for aesthetics, but for gameplay as well. It meant more enemies on screen, more complex patterns, and more immersive worlds. What's fascinating is the risks they took with the level design and mechanics. Each stage in Mega Man 2 was designed with its own unique identity, influenced heavily by the robot master it hosted. This wasn't just about challenging the player, it was about telling a story through design, something that was still relatively novel in games at that era. The soundtrack, a key element of Mega Man 2's success, was composed by Takashi Taiteshi. He shared his discussions how he drew inspiration from a wide range of music, aiming to create themes that would both be memorable and motivating. The resulting score was not just background music, it was integral to the game's atmosphere and identity. With Inafune's direction, Mega Man 2 set a new standard for what a sequel could be, essentially outperforming its predecessor in every conceivable way. This game didn't just succeed, it became a template for future titles in the series, shaping the very DNA of the Mega Man franchise. The nuts and bolts of what makes Mega Man 2 a standout title in the gaming world were its mechanics and design. The game took the basic framework of its predecessor and cranked it up to 11, introducing features that were not just improvements, but revolutionary changes to the platforming genre. First off, the gameplay of Mega Man 2 is built on a rock-solid platforming foundation with a twist: the ability to choose the order in which you tackle levels. This non-linear approach was a game changer, giving players a sense of control and strategic choice that was quite rare given this generation of gaming. Each of the 8 Robot Master levels is meticulously crafted with unique themes and obstacles that reflect the boss's personality and powers. Take Airman Stage, set high above the clouds with gusty winds that challenge your timing and precision. Or Heatman's Domain, filled with lava pits and disappearing blocks that test your patience and jumping skills. The thematic congruence between the level design and the boss characters isn't just cool, it's a masterclass in design that informs the player through environmental cues. The introduction of the energy tanks was another significant innovation. These allowed players to refill Mega Man's health at critical moments, adding extra layers of strategy to the gameplay. Do you save a tank for the boss, or use it to push through a tough section of the level? Now let's talk a little more about the bosses, or the Robot Masters. Each one not only posed a unique challenge, but also bestowed Mega Man with a new weapon upon defeat. This mechanic of acquiring and strategically selecting weapons based on the stage or enemy was another layer of depth that Mega Man 2 nailed perfectly. And the graphics. Oh, the graphics. For an NES game, the visual detail in Mega Man 2 was top-notch. The vibrant colors and detailed sprites brought the game's world to life, surpassing many contemporaries in visual appeal. Then of course there is the music. Each stage in Mega Man 2 isn't just background noise, it's iconic, setting the mood for each stage and becoming a beloved aspect of the game that fans still celebrate today. Mega Man 2 didn't just play it safe. It set a new benchmark for what a sequel could achieve in terms of both creativity and technical execution. It's a testament to how design and mechanics can elevate a game from good to legendary. Upon its release, Mega Man 2 was met with universal acclaim. Critics and players alike were blown away by its refined mechanics, stellar design, and that killer soundtrack. It wasn't just an improvement over the original, it was hailed as one of the greatest video games of its time. The game's challenging yet fair gameplay was a significant draw, providing just the right balance of difficulty to keep players hooked without driving them away in frustration. In terms of sales, Mega Man 2 outperformed its predecessor by a wide margin, moving over 1.5 million copies worldwide. The success was pivotal not just for the game itself, but for Capcom, affirming their investment in the series and setting the stage for numerous sequels and spin-offs. The critical praise was mirrored by numerous awards and rankings in the years following its release. Mega Man 2 frequently appears on lists of the best games ever made and has been included in various Hall of Fame lineups, a testament to its enduring appeal and impact on the gaming industry. Mega Man 2 has been a muse for countless developers and creators. Its innovative approach to level design, gameplay mechanics, and music set a creative benchmark that resonated across the industry. Developers cite the game as inspiration for pushing the limits of their platformers and exploring storytelling techniques through gameplay. This influence is visible in the DNA of many modern platformers, where the echoes of Mega Man 2's innovation can still be felt. The game's cultural resonance is also reflected in its vibrant fan community. Fans have not only kept Mega Man 2 alive through forums and fan sites, but have also celebrated it through various art forms. From fan-made comics to elaborate cosplays and remixes of its iconic music, the legacy of Mega Man 2 thrives in multimedia landscape. The soundtrack in particular remains a standout aspect, with tracks like Dr. Wily's Castle becoming anthems within the gaming community, covered by numerous bands and orchestras. Mega Man 2 also holds a unique place in the competitive gaming scene. Its precise and challenging gameplay has made it a staple in speedrunning communities, where players continuously strive to find new ways to shave seconds off their best times. These speedrunning events not only highlight the game's enduring appeal, but also help to raise money for charities, showing how a game from 1988 can still have a positive impact on society today. Additionally, the game's influence extends into mainstream media and entertainment, having been referenced in television shows, movies, and other video games. Its aesthetics and characters, especially the iconic Blue Bomber himself, have become a part of the global gaming lexicon, recognizable to even those who may have never played a Mega Man title. When comparing Mega Man 2 to its predecessor, the first Mega Man, the differences are stark. The original game laid the groundwork with its basic platforming and robot master concept, but Mega Man 2 expanded on these ideas exponentially. It introduced a more user-friendly experience with the addition of energy tanks and a password system for saving progress, features that significantly lowered the game's difficulty barrier and made it more accessible to a broader audience. The level design, as mentioned earlier, in Mega Man 2 is also a leap forward. Each level feels like a distinct world, meticulously crafted with unique themes and obstacles tailored to the robot masters it houses. This not only made the game more immersive, but also varied the gameplay in ways that kept players engaged from start to finish. In subsequent Mega Man titles, like Mega Man 3 and beyond, we see the expansion of the Mega Man 2's formula. New gameplay elements such as the slide move and the introduction of Mega Man's canine sidekick, Rush, built on the foundation that Mega Man 2 established. These additions offer new ways to navigate levels and tackle challenges, showing a clear lineage of innovation inspired by the second game. But where Mega Man 2 really shines in comparison to other titles is in its balance and polish. It strikes a perfect balance between challenge and fun, without the punishing difficulty spikes seen in some later titles. This balance makes it not only just a favorite among fans for its gameplay, but also a frequently revisited classic for its playability and charm. The game's impact on the Mega Man series and platformers in general is profound. It's a benchmark not only of what sequels can be, but also of how games can leave a lasting legacy on subsequent entries in a franchise in the genre it belongs to. So as we power down our blasters and hang up our helmets, what have we learned from diving deep into the pixelated depths of Mega Man 2? Simply put, this game didn't just set the bar. It threw the bar out the window and shot it with a metal blade. Mega Man 2 didn't just succeed, it excelled with flying colors. Or should we say flying robots? It took the formula from the original Mega Man, mixed in some robot steroid juice, and delivered a sequel that made every 8-bit loving heartbeat faster. It's the kind of game that leaves you with more nostalgia than a 90s kid at a blockbuster. From its bombastic boss battles to its leap in gameplay innovation, Mega Man 2 is not just a game. It's a cultural icon that wears its pixelated heart on its sleeve. And as for us, we're lucky to just blast, jump, and slide through its beautifully challenging levels. Here's to you, Mega Man 2. Thanks for setting the stage and turning up the voltage on what a video game can be. If you enjoyed exploring the making and history of Mega Man 2, click this video here to see more from the Retro Reload. And, as always, thank you for watching.